and a nice chat. Welcome.
Hello. Hello, everybody. You must be crazy to want to listen to me.
Il dit, vous devez être dingue d'avoir envie de l'écouter. It is on. It is. You just gotta talk a little close. Close up, Mike. Alors, messieurs, dames, bienvenue à ce petit question-réponse. Yeah, so I'm gonna be flipping back and forth. English to French, French to English. Is that good for you?
Let's start.
Let's start.
You guys are happy, man. This is a good show for you.
Ouais, on est plutôt bien placés, on a des bons sourires, on a des bonnes choses. So I had the pleasure of discovering your career and having a look at everything you've dabbled in. I mean, that is one hell of an amazing career.
Do you guys all speak English as well as French? Yeah, you do?
Can we do this in
Now
English?
I'm embarrassed. I can't speak any French.
Okay, I will keep translation to a minimum. Je vais faire un tout petit peu de traduction, mais c'est un petit peu plus simple pour lui si on le garde en anglais. Et puis, si vraiment vous captez rien, vous me faites des grands signes et je comprendrai. So we can do this mostly in English and I'll do a little bit of translation along the way. It's end of weekend, we're relaxing, having a chat, and we're going to get some questions from the audience. Would that sound good to you?
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Alors,
Say it again. No.
Alors, est-ce qu'on a des questions par ici? Hop, 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 il y en a beaucoup. Alors, avancez-vous vers l'avant de la scène, s'il vous plaît. We're having a relaxing time.
Hi.
Here we go. Hi.
What's your name?
Hi, first of all, thank you for coming to Paris to meet all of us.
Oh, you're keeping it a secret?
I think we should.
Your name, darling.
Oh, sorry, Joel.
Nice. Nice.
Thank you. Actually, before my question, I wanted to say thank you for your amazing career. I grew up watching your movies, and actually now I'm working on these movies, and it's absolutely amazing seeing you here.
I have to apologize. I took a 11-hour flight to
Yeah.
get here, and then went to sleep for a couple of hours, and now I'm here. So I don't know if I'm going to make any sense, but I'll try.
No, it's fine. My question was regarding your relationship to Alien and to Predator. How was it to bounce back from both of these movies, and what was your best memories from each?
Memories of those? After I finished Predator and Aliens, I never wanted to act again. I thought, no, man. They work me so hard, But I'm jet lagged now, and I feel exactly the way I felt after I finished those movies. I had nothing left, and they would call me and say, come on out, we got a great scene for you. And I said, what is it? You can tell me now. Tell me on the phone. And they would tell me, and I go, well, that is a good scene. Yeah, I'm coming.
Well, thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Je pense que je vais descendre avec vous. Yops. Alors, question suivante.
Hello, Lance.
Hi.
It's very nice to meet you. I love your performance as Bishop in the Alien franchise.
I've had a good time. I've really had a good time.
I have two questions. So, would you like to answer them one by one, so it's less difficult for you, or do you prefer to answer them at the same time? So, or maybe one by one. I thought it would be more easy for you. Okay, one question at a time. So here's the first one. What was it like for you to do voice acting for Tarzan as Kerchak?
Would you translate that?
Kerchak in Tarzan, the Disney movie. What was it like for you to do voice acting for this movie?
It has, you know what happened when I started acting? I got jobs pretty quick. And so it became a kind of rhythm. Oh, I don't have a movie to do tomorrow, so I should just take a nap. And it turns out they would come and pick me up. We gotta go work, you know. I said, shit. I mean, it's like, man, you know, it's hard. It's not easy. You try it, you guys. How many people here are actors? Anybody?
Est-ce qu'on a des acteurs dans la salle? Combien d'entre vous sont acteurs?
Just raise a hand, I'm just curious. He's an actor.
Sort of.
You're an
These are
actress.
short movies.
Beautiful.
and theatre.
Okay. I knew you would be. I knew. There you go.
We got some theatres actors.
And I'm
Who
taking
else? Let
acting
me see if I
classes.
spot another one. Yeah, I knew he was. I didn't know you were, but that's great though.
No, I'm just along for the ride.
The what?
I'm just along for the ride.
You're along for the ride?
Do you have another question?
Yes, here's the second question. How did it feel for you to play in movies like Dead Man from Jim Jarmusch, Near Dark from Catherine Bigelow, Close Encounter of the First Kind from Steven
Keep
Spielberg,
it short. Garde
and
ça.
Dog Day Afternoon from Sidney Lumet?
That was my first movie.
I
Dog
think it's,
Day.
I think it's amazing that you have such a diverse filmography outside of the Alien franchise. So I thought it would be nice to talk about this subject. I thought it would be cool.
Well, look, you know what happens? They own you. They say, oh, you just finished Dog Day. We have one we want you to do. And you're afraid to say no. Because that might have been my last movie, my first and my last. Yeah. So you become a little bit of a, I don't know,
Like
Look
an
at these
entity
guys.
that just kind of follows along. They
Yeah,
have your
I mean,
image.
yeah.
They have you as an actor, and they just like to bring you along for the ride, and you kind of follow if the project is interesting.
sure. I mean, I did all kinds of things.
Well, yeah, I think the whole point of his question is like we talk a lot about Alien, but you have done so many different things. Do you have
I
a
know.
preference?
I did a movie with Gene Hackman, a Western.
Oh, I loved your Western.
Yeah.
There's
and-
something cool about the hats.
I know.
That's the good part.
Yeah, but this one was
But
Quick and the
anyway,
Dead. It's a
you
Quick and the
never
Dead.
know what it's going to be, you know.
Yeah, you never
I
know
could
what's...
end up playing a cop in Manhattan, which I did.
Oh,
So it's all kinds of, you know.
so you get to switch from one
Doors.
to another. It's a lot of fun.
I know. And I only went to 3 years of grammar school. So I would get a script and I would have to practice the material way before I got there because I didn't have an education, but I had a street education. So that helped me, you know. And I'd say to the director, do I have to say all this shit? You know.
I suppose in a way it's adapting to whatever comes your way and learning and doing things in a way that is comfortable for you.
Can I lay down for a second?
Oh yeah, we're all about getting comfortable. We're all
Yeah.
about getting comfortable here. Tell you what, I'm going to do the same. It's been a very long day. Je vais passer à quelqu'un d'autre. Je te remercie beaucoup. De quoi? Il te remercie. Sorry, I'm flipping. He says
Give
thank
them
you.
another shot.
I'll give him one more shot. He was saying thank
So
you for
thank
your
you for your
answer.
question, and sorry if I interrupted you at the moment. I'm so sorry if it happened.
It's
but
all good.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about that.
It's fine. It was great to talk with you first. Thank you so much.
Et on l'a pas dit, ça
Thank
demande
you.
du courage de venir parler à quelqu'un dont on est fan. J'en sais quelque chose. Yeah, it takes some courage. I think you have a big fan there. I think he was very nervous. Do we have another question?
Hey, buddy. I don't speak French. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Hi Lance, it's a great honor. I'm Erwan from Paris. I have just a simple question. How was the set on Terminator? How was the ambience? Because I love Hades, I love that kind of movies, and I wanted to know how it was, the ambience.
You're giving me more credit than I deserve.
No. I'm sure not.
Yes.
So what was the set on Terminators like?
Terminator?
Terminator. What do you...
That was
cool.
Jim Cameron's really his first movie.
Yeah.
So he was trying to figure out, how do I talk to actors? How do I do this? Endless bullshit. I said, let's just take one scene at a time. Don't worry about it. Because you've already started. You know, we did a scene. That's the beginning.
It's like one step at a time. Once it's
practical.
rolling, keep going.
I went from being a shoe shine boy to being an actor. So I was grateful for any job they gave me.
And I suppose...
Dog Day Afternoon was my first movie, really.
The 80s were free and good. I mean, good ambience more than today, or do you see a difference?
Yeah, there's a difference. I've come to a show like this and flew for so long I don't remember my own name. It's like, God, man, I didn't realize 11 hours what it would do to you. I mean, my daughter came with me. She's my protector and a wonderful person. And I was just trying to take on whatever comes next. That's all. I didn't know what this was going to be like. Look at you guys. You're more people than my neighbors. You know?
Je crois qu'il est juste impressionné. Il faut lui montrer un peu d'amour. Franchement, 11 heures. I think that there's a lot of love here. A lot of love here. I mean, for you it was 11 hours of plane. For these people it was, for some of them, 4 or 5 hours of driving, 3 hours of queuing, 6 hours of walking, and a whole day just for the pleasure of seeing you. Your movies have really...
Really? You did that?
Qui a fait plus de 8 heures entre les transports, les allers-retours et les queues aujourd'hui? 6 heures? 5 heures?
I hope I don't let you down. I tried to dress flashy, you know.
You do look very snazzy. I think that the people were just so happy because they connect with your movies and as you as an actor.
You're almost purple. I know.
She is purple.
What happened?
Thank you so much, Lance.
Hey, buddy.
And thank you.
That's a great coincidence because I also have a question. But I came from another planet. You know, if you look into there's like a tube, right? There's a tube and you go into the tube and you go into the sky and there's my hometown. It's all the way in the in
Right
the
now, you actually look like my agent.
How often
He's
does
not
your
here.
agent turn purple?
I know
What do
my
you do
agent.
to the man?
That's so sad. They turned alien as well. Oh no.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
Very, very nice to meet you. What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Sam. It's nice to meet you as well.
I'm Lance. Hi.
and so you had a question?
Actually, I wanted to know how it was like to play Bishop in Alien because he's not human. How did you channel that energy?
Bishop was an innocent, and so that carried me through the whole role. I mean, I didn't try to be boring.
So it's like a very innocent character?
The what?
Wow. A very innocent character. Un
Yeah,
personnage très
definitely.
innocent.
But exactly what I wanted to know, hopefully what I was hoping to know is how did you channel the energy to play somebody that's not human? Like he's not human. How do you
That's
do that?
easy. I was born in New York.
Okay, fair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's definitely a good one. But I think
Look at you guys. I got my arms
Look at me.
crossed. You're not gonna get in.
je crois qu'il est tellement content de voir tous vos sourires. Est-ce qu'on aurait une autre question? Franchement, on a beaucoup de fans, je le vois, vos sourires. Alors, on s'avance, on est au premier rang.
Go, guys. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I ran into you in the elevator.
I took a
Yeah.
picture with you. I took a picture with you. I just wanted to ask because you really, I hope to make movies in the future, and the main person who has inspired me to do that is you. And I wanted to just ask.
Are you serious?
Yes. And I just wanted to ask, what is your favorite memory of having made movies and making movies now?
The first money I made?
No, your favorite memory.
Oh. Getting on the plane. Not getting off it.
Fair.
I was so tired, man.
I have a second question, if that's all right. I have a second question, is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
I was wondering if I could shake your hand.
Tonnerre d'applaudissements, messieurs, dames. Voilà comment une génération amène une autre à vouloir en faire plus, c'est juste magnifique. Merci beaucoup à toi.
Alors,
Oh, you're doing great.
donc moi je vais faire en français parce que je suis un peu ému. Ça
Il
fait
n'y a,
presque,
y a pas de
25
problème,
ans,
je peux traduire.
presque 25 ans que j'attends ce moment.
Oh, wow.
Et je suis un grand fan de la série Millennium. Et j'aurais voulu savoir de tous les personnages
Un
qu'il
peu
a,
plus près, s'il te plaît.
oui, de tous les personnages qu'il a interprétés au cinéma ou à la télévision, quel était le personnage qu'il avait préféré incarner et aussi quel était le plus proche de lui dans la réalité en fait.
So he's actually pretty nervous because he has been waiting 25 years. He's been wanting to meet you for 25 years, so he's a little nervous. And his question is, which of your characters do you feel is closer to you as a person?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My brain is fried. You have no idea how gone I am.
Ah, il dit c'est un petit peu compliqué, c'est
Could
vrai
you
qu'avec le
reword
décalage
that?
horaire.
Wait, come close. Can he reword that?
Do you have a favorite character?
A favorite character? I think I like Bishop because it was very early in my life. You know, I was young. I shined shoes before I did Bishop. On 42nd Street. I'm serious. I would shine shoes. And my mother was a terrible drinker. So I was getting ready to leave home anyway. So I jumped on the front, on the top of a freight train and rode to California all the way. I would get off and get a little job and eat, you know. Yeah, it started off small.
It started off with Bishop. That was a good start, and I think it's pretty memorable for people. Thanks a lot.
Et
We,
merci,
And I
we
think-
all start somewhere. Somewhere.
et merci beaucoup d'être venu en France. Merci beaucoup.
Hi, look at
Okay, so we're going to take one last question here.
you. Last question?
Last question. Is
I
that
was just
good
getting-
for you?
question. Okay.
Hi Lance, thank you in France. My English is so-so, donc je vais faire un effort.
Si tu préfères, je peux traduire parce que je crois qu'avec l'accent, il a un petit peu de mal. So I'm going to translate
Yes.
for you to make it a little easier.
My question is contact in 20th Century Fox, récemment, and you are joined, so I am Romulus, and I am a deepfake, your actor RIP.
Alors, je suis désolée, je vais te demander de la faire en français parce que même moi, l'anglais, là, j'ai un petit peu de mal.
Sorry, my English is also in apprentice.
Okay.
En gros, ma question c'est, est-ce que la 20th Century Fox vous a déjà contacté pour revenir en tant que Bishop et vous rajeunir et vous faire une deepfake dans des franchises aliens qui reviennent?
Okay, so has 20th Century Fox ever suggested to bring you back and youngfen you by CGIs and stuff like that? Have they tried to get you back?
Has who tried to get me back?
Alien. Have they ever suggested that you come back?
I wouldn't do it. No.
Il a dit non, il ne le ferait pas en tous les cas. Il ne le ferait pas en tous les cas. En tout cas, merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Public.
Because they would have turned me into a real robot.
Il l'aurait transformé littéralement en robot.
And I would be going, no, I'm not doing that.
Thank you, good actor, and thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup. Well, I think the best way to wrap this up is jet lagged or not. Your fans are there. They really, really love you, and we were just so honored to have you here today. Thank you so very much.
Love me?
Montrez-lui de l'amour, messieurs, dames. We got a lot of love here, and they're so happy to see you. Messieurs, dames, Lance Henricksen! Let me grab that.
Lucy, like this. I like this.
Poulet du ring qui brave le destin. Pas fort, pas agile, un héros incertain. Dans l'arène, un bouffon mais cœur vaillant n'y pousse pas pour ses rêves sous les projecteurs flamboyants.